Welcome to another RES Wave update. I am continuing this on from my previous idea, which I didn't create on this platform because I had a 1 week ban. Okay, so that's the other platform that I post to. I'm not going to mention anything because I don't want to get banned again. So I did post a reaction video, you could call it, to what happened after my previous update on this platform. Right, so obviously price went up, and that's fine because stops were moved and decisions were made at that time. So I'll go through it in a minute quickly, but this is the current view for the long-term pattern. Okay. Now I don't know if you've seen that idea on that other platform. So that's this high that happened here in 2021 in Feb was a wave 3, right? And then we had an A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so we are heading up now, I believe, my opinion only, not financial advice. We're heading up to one more all-time high. Okay, now we need a 5 wave move to finish this off. Okay, that's all we need. Okay, so um, after what happened and I wasn't able to post because I was banned, and I posted that idea, I went through and I mentioned on that idea that the CoinX chart and the KuCoin charts have a bit more historical data than this particular chart that I'm looking at, right? And I'm looking at this chart in particular. Why? Because I trade futures, right? But if you go to those other charts, you'll see that there's another move that's needing to happen here. So I don't believe all altcoins will make another high. I do believe Bitcoin will. I don't really want to say much more than that right now because there's more updates ahead. So if this is the end of a correction, now mind you, this correction since uh, you know 2021 Feb has fallen 95%. Okay, 95%. Okay, so wave 4, 95%. That's crazy, right? Now, if you think that this is going to go further than 95%, well, you just got to understand the patterns. Okay, and also this first sharp move that happened back when it happened. Now I'm going to go down, drill down deeper now and explain a couple of things. Okay, so the first thing is this cannot be anything else apart from the start of a 5 wave move, right? And I believe that to be the case because the where wave 2 ended, it hasn't changed. Well, well, the view has changed as in it's not going down. All right. And now this is the bullish view, which I did present on my other idea already, but that's on a different platform. Can't say the name. Anyway, so the point here is that I've tried every possible combination and I keep coming back to the same thing. So the only thing that is different, I suppose, in this video is that this whole move since the red line, since that low, this is all wave 1 green. Okay, so I'll zoom in a bit closer now. And what we've got here, in my opinion, is we had a wave 1 there. So let me actually I'll use one of these lines. So we had wave 1, very small wave 1 right there. Right, let me make it green. Okay, and then this is the wave 5. Okay, what happened in between that is A. What am I doing? One sec. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, this is the problem with why this was probably really hard to trade, okay, and almost impossible, is because this correction expanded like nothing I've ever seen before, right? So, it generated some thrust and it thrusted up, except it was only part of the first wave. That's why we're seeing this happen now, okay? So let me just go back a few steps just so I can illustrate this. So if that's wave one, this is wave two, this is wave three, right? And this is wave four, right? Wave four never went into the price territory of wave one and two. So this wave is, there's nothing wrong with this 5 wave move here. It is a legit 5 wave move, but it can't be a wave C, as I mentioned before. It's not long enough. Okay. So the only thing that it can be, because it certainly isn't related to any of this stuff here, right? It's not related to that. Or sorry, I should say this stuff here. Those are related. But this one here is not related to any of these moves previously. And the reason for that is because this is a complete correction here. And I went over that in my previous videos. Right. So what I'm trying to say is what's going on here now, which is why I've put the fib. Actually, I've got two fibs going on. I'll explain the first one. So the first one at the small degree is taking into consideration that this is a wave one and we've come back and hit 0.618. Okay. And I believe that's what's going on here. So even though I went went long at a break of the high, previous high, which is not a bad idea. I mean, look at the size of that wave too. It's ridiculous. It's still confirmation though, right? So even though that's a bit of a bummer, try and read this wave too. Like I've tried to read it, I've read it in a certain way, which means that we have to keep going up from now. And then wave E, the start of wave E was actually here. So I believe this is a wave E. So we'd have to break above 0.382 for this to be the new low where we are right now. But that means that we can't go any lower. Okay, we can't go any lower. So stop could be moved up at a break of the 0.382 fib with a stop being moved up slightly here. Okay. There's a few other things I want to say, but I don't have time. I don't want to make this too long. The other thing, the one other thing I wanted to mention is on the hourly chart. If you go back to the beginning, right? So I've got the second fib. So now that I've explained the first fib, I'll get rid of it. Okay. So see, the thing is, right? We hit 0.618. We dipped beneath it, right, for the first 5 wave move, and then we dipped beneath it again, and then we went up. Okay. So very similar to what's going on now. We've dipped beneath the 0.618. As long as we continue higher, this view is completely valid still. I don't see why it wouldn't be, right? And that has a lot to do with the the bigger picture, the other markets in my once again my market update, which I posted on the other platform, which I don't want to mention. I'm done with bands. Just because I went off premium, suddenly, I'll say this, that it's a coincidence, right? It must be because I don't need premium. All right, I just need the waves at 15-minute, 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute. I don't need 15-second waves, and I don't really get any other benefit from that. And one of the things that I've noticed too with premium, a lot of indexes they've cut off most of the historic data anyway, right? And that's one of the reasons why I said, you know what, stuff this. Where's all my historic data that I used to have on the indexes? It's not there anymore. So what's the point? What's the point of paying for this premium, right? I don't think it's very fair. Why would you cut off all my historic data that I used to have, right? You're messing with people, right? I don't like when people mess with people, but fair enough. I serve my 1 week ban, and that's my decision. So to me, I don't get no benefit from being premium. It hasn't served me very well. I don't think it's going to make much difference compared to what I'm using now. So anyway, as uh, basically, yeah, to leave it there because I was going to mention how the Dow Jones is already confirmed a move higher, and how the Nasdaq has a funky pattern, which I explained in my video on the other platform. but the S&P seems to be right. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.